All right, so this is the SOL review packet for logarithmic and exponential functions. The first question here says, which number is a zero? F of x equals the log of 4 times x minus 1. So we want to plug in these answer choices, A, B, C, and D, in for x, and we want to get 0 as our answer. So on your calculator, for the first problem, you're going to do log, and then 4. We're going to put 7 over 2 in place of x. And then you have minus 1. Okay? So you're going to hit enter, and you want to get 0. So go ahead and do that. If that doesn't work, you're going to try answer choice B. So you would put 11 over 4 in place of x. You want to get 0. If you don't, then you're going to try answer choice C. And so on. So which value when used for x gives you 0? Answer choice C. Okay, it's as easy as that. Just plug in the answer choices in place of x until you get 0. The other answers, as you saw, did not give you that value, so C is the only choice. If you have any questions on that, raise your hand. Here it says, what is the equation of the horizontal asymptote of the graph of the following equation? So you're going to go to y equals and graph. Okay? So go to y equals on your calculator and type it in just the way you see it. You're looking for the horizontal asymptote. Oops. Okay, so excuse me there, we're going to have to plug this into y equals. The equation was 6. So y equals 6. And we're raising it to the x minus 5. Plug it in exactly as you see it. On this calculator, I have to, you're not seeing the exponent above the base. On yours, you should. So your calculator is better than mine. So I have to type it in a little differently. But raise your hand if you have any questions on how to type it in. So we're going to graph that equation, and then our answer is going to be the equation of the horizontal asymptote that goes along with it. Okay, so this horizontal asymptote, it's an exponential equation. It only has a horizontal asymptote. Log equations have vertical asymptotes. Exponential equations like this one have horizontal asymptotes. So you can see it right here. It's the floor, like where you would lay down, and it crosses through what y value at about -4. So our answer to this one will be y equals -4. You have a similar type of problem here. It says which function best represents the graph. So you have to plug these into y equals, and you're going to select the equation that corresponds with this graph. So you would start with answer choice A, then B, then C, and then D. I'll let you guys go ahead and do that on your own, and I'll tell you if you got the right answer or not. So do this one on your own and raise your hand when it's time for us to check. Okay, last but not least, I think this is the last log one. No, I'm sorry, there's two more. Okay, so for this one, the graph of g of x equals log times 2 of x has which characteristics? So we're going to graph this on our calculator. Go to y equals, and it's log of 2x. So the base is 10. So that's why you're not seeing that little number there. So when that's the case, you can just type it in exactly as it looks, log 2x. And we're going to graph it. So as you can see, this is a log equation. The thing that the calculator doesn't always show you is that it's the further left you go. Okay, you can only go as far as the x-axis, but it's also going down towards negative infinity. So what characteristics does it have according to our answer choices A, B, C, or D? Answer A says no x-intercept or y-intercept. This definitely has an x-intercept right there, so it's not going to be answer choice A. Answer choice B says one x-intercept and no y-intercept. So here's the x-intercept, but because of the vertical asymptote at x equals 0, it's not ever going to touch the y-axis, so it's not going to have a y-intercept. It's approaching 0, but never actually touching it. So it has one x-intercept and no y-intercept. So that would be. A few things about this one. This is f of x, given f of x equals the log of x minus 16 plus 15. It says, what is the equation of an asymptote of the graph of the given function? Well, it's important to remember that exponential functions have horizontal asymptotes, which would be y equals. So you can cancel out answer choices B and D because this is a log function, so it would only have vertical asymptotes. So it would be between A and C. The correct answer here is A. If you were to graph this, you would see that the function does not go past where x is equal to 16. Okay, there's going to be like you can imagine a vertical line going through where x is equal to 16. So raise your hand if you have any questions and keep up the good work.